The Hunter Report, and today we're going to talk about the right kind of setup you need to shoot in the rain with photography. I don't care if your camera says that it's waterproof, blah, blah, blah. You know what I care about? Is protecting my gear. So you're going to need flashes in photography. You're going to need flashes in the rain, okay? And the connection between your flash and your camera isn't waterproof. So you're going to need to protect that. Your flash is most likely not waterproof. So when you start out with innovation, you have a problem and you have a solution to that problem. Now, solutions can be makeshift, like this right here. And this is, sometimes I get fed up with all my fancy schmancy rain gear and I just shoot with this, which is simply a garbage bag, some duct tape, a flash diffuser, and I can poke my camera right down in here, and that sort of works. And let's put this aside. So this is a product here. It's highly rated, and the only purpose of this product is to allow you to get your hands in. So it's basically a plastic bag that they sell for some markup, and they put some printing on it. But what makes it different than most plastic bags is that it has two holes in it. Setup over here that took me a little while to do. It took me a good half an hour before the gig, believe it or not, to make sure that everything was nice and sealed properly cut. I did about 2 bags, so that probably took me the full half hour. And having the right tool for the right job is always important. For those of you who have subscribed to the Hunter Report, and if you haven't subscribed, please give me thumbs up, please subscribe. Check the description below if you want to find any of these products on Amazon.com. But for those of you who know me, you know that I'm very skeptical and I like the right tool for the right job. If there's anything slightly wrong with my tool, I'm going to go back to the drawing board and find a better tool, because I'm all about efficiency. And from efficiency, see, that's preparation. And there's this phrase, which is luck is preparation meets opportunity. So if you're properly prepared, you're ready to go. Okay, you're going to hit the big time, you're going to hit the prime time. It's just a matter of time before you find that luck. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. Let's get back to this, which is you get your little hole here. Okay, and the nice thing about this clear bag as opposed to the other plastic bag is the light from the flash can go through the bag here. And I had a diffuser here, which is a knockoff of the Gary Fung light sphere. I do have a light sphere, and I love the light sphere. So you can do a naked flash in here, or you should have a diffuser, okay, in here. Always be shooting with a lens hood for a variety of reasons. One, it blocks out excess light, which is always important, especially if you're on the street. Street lights are always going to get in. Really, you always want a lens hood. It cuts down on reflections, and it's good. But for the rain, it serves a secondary purpose, which is it prevents the raindrops from getting onto the camera lens. It serves a third purpose, which is when you get the camera into the bag here, you can then use the lens hood itself as a holding mounting point. So you're going to cinch down the plastic right here. See, boom, get a nice tight seal. So that's your seal down there. Get your hands in here. Okay, because you're not going to want wet hands on your control, even on your touch screen or whatever kind of camera you're using. And this works to a degree. If you have a drops and spills insurance on your camera, which I highly recommend you do have as a secondary insurance policy, you can risk if you get fed up with the bag here and you're making enough money on the shoot, you can decide to make a risk and throw off the bag if it's really getting in your way. But it's always good to be prepared to wrap your product. It's always good to wrap products in protective plastic. Payload delivery systems, payload reception systems, but I'm focusing right now. This is your basic kind of idea. There's fancier, more permanent rain gear, but there's nothing that's going to allow you to have an on-camera flash with a little hole, okay, for the price. This is a great little product. Definitely do not throw this thing out. It's got these great straps on it, And you can use this many times until the plastic breaks on you. And they even send you 2 in the package. So it's a great little thing to have in your toolkit. Let's discuss some of the other things you're going to want for a rain shoot. So, rain jacket. This is a great, nicely fitting rain jacket from the highly reputable Columbia company. You're always going to want some inner shells inside. You're always going to want an inner shell inside of your rain jacket, multiple layers. And the rain jacket, this is waterproof, it's breathable, has a hood, okay? And even having a baseball cap is actually really cool because you're going to want something to block the water from getting into your eyes, and the hood only does so much, and the baseball cap provides another way to keep the water from your eyes. You're probably going to want an off-camera flash, especially if you want to see raindrops. You're going to want that off-camera flash behind your subject. Okay, so basically the off-camera flash is pointing at the camera. It's going to illuminate those raindrops. If that's the effect that you're looking for, it's quite a beautiful effect. So with an off-camera flash, that's where this kind of setup comes in handy. Or I've actually purchased a whole bunch of just plain old plastic sleeves that are same like this because it transmits light, so you don't have to worry exactly about where you're taping. Whereas here you only have one point at which you can tape. Whereas with the full plastic, you can even tape it at the bottom of the flash so you can actually see what the flash is doing. Of course, having a radio-controlled flash receiver, okay, transmitter receiver, helps. So here is a second flash of mine with the official Gary Fong light sphere. And these are the great Yongnuo receivers. Now, the one thing you have to be conscious of with the receiver, see, this says 622. Okay, and the flash is a 560. So these are all brand numbers because they're knockoffs of Canon flashes. But what you need to understand about the Yongnuo system is that for a 560 flash, you want to buy the 560 receivers, and for the 622s, you want to buy the 622 everything, because that allows you to control flash intensity from the camera, especially if your off-camera flash is far away from you. You're going to want that control, especially in the rain, especially if you don't have an assistant with you if you're shooting solo. So all of this preparation comes in handy for shooting in the rain. And I think I've covered most of the bases, which is bag for the camera. You want secondary bags for your off-camera flashes. You want the right off-camera flash gear. You want rain shell. You're going to want some extra plastic bags. Oh yeah, another thing is having the solid backpack, and on your backpack you're gonna want a rain shell. So this is the Amazon backpack, great backpack for the money, extremely affordable, and I've been using that backpack day in and day out for almost 6 months now. So I've already made my money back. It's been a pretty great product. Lens hood, always got to have lens hoods, and that about covers it. And then the most important thing is that photography happens in the mind. All photography, and you develop your mind through practice. Through years of practice, you're going to see the different scenarios, okay, of how, and ideas are going to come to you. Oh, I need 2 lights here instead of 1 light here. I need a light from the back, 2 lights from the side. I need a gel on this light, and things like that. These scenarios come to you with experience. You could be the smartest, most talented person in the world, but if you don't have that experience, I don't care, you're not going to be able to fully execute what's in your mind, no matter how talented it may be. So nothing replaces experience is the point I'm trying to make. So sorry for being so long-winded. This is how to shoot in the rain, just volume 1. I'm going to definitely do a real-life version of this video sometime in the future, maybe a year or 5 or 10 years from now. But thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you soon.